it's me, Tammy B. I am here today to talk about the latest episode of Basketball Wives LA. So, this is season 3, episode 2, and I'll just go do a little quick review. Okay, so this basically is Jackie Christie is doing her commercial for her cognac line, and I still can't think of the name, and I need to look up the name because I'll try it. I actually like cognac, so we'll see. But she's going crazy, and I'm like, is she going crazy on purpose because that's what's expected of her, or do she just always freak out? Because it was just annoying. Like, I can understand when you have one or two events and it's a freak out, and then everything works out. But if every single event causes you to just go run amok, like, that's way too much. You need to get your life together. So then one of the new girls came and was like, oh, I need, I'm just here to support. And then lo and behold, Jackie's main leading lady wasn't there, so she did it. So the new girl did it. And this is the girl who supposedly don't know her that well, the girl from Bad Girls Club. So that was that. But the main thing I kind of wanted to talk about was the whole meeting with Malaysia and Doug. Now, Malaysia crazy, because first of all, she didn't even really want to do the meeting anyway. Drea just trying to find something to do and just set up the meeting even though Malaysia was joking in the first place. So Malaysia shows up to this meeting with a turtleneck on, a vest on. She had like a hijab on her head. Like, it was funny. When she walked in there, I was like, oh my goodness. But she was right, thinking Jackie Christie was lurking around the corner, because that's exactly what Jackie was doing. Parked outside, right in front, in an unmarked car. And I'm like, come on now. I don't know. And then Doug was saying that she wasn't there, she wasn't nowhere around. So I wonder if she lied to Doug and didn't tell him she was gonna park outside. Well, I guess so, because when Drea, Doug, and Jackie met, Drea was like, you cannot come, you cannot be there. The point is to show that you trust Malaysia and that you will, not lend your husband technically, but are willing to give your prized possession, your husband, away for a meeting. So, yeah, so maybe Doug did not think that she was there. And it was funny because when Jackie kept going on and on how Doug never met with another woman, I could have sworn Doug kind of gave her a look and was like, come on now, like, you're exaggerating or something. But I did hear, like, my husband had told me something about Jackie Christie just having a relationship, like, even like literally 20 years ago, about that crazy wife that wouldn't let the husband do anything. So I guess that's true. But she was just freaking out in the car, like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done this. I'm like, you can clearly see them. I could understand if they were in a hotel by themselves or something like that, but they in a restaurant, in public, in daytime, in front of a window that you could see through. So what do you mean you shouldn't have done that, or it was the worst mistake you ever made? Like, and then you've been married to this guy 20 years, because Jackie was like, oh, what if she say something that'll make him think differently of you? After 20 years, you don't think you did enough stuff on your own self to make him, like, if he would have left, he would have been gone by now. What could Malaysia say, who you've only known for 3 years, say that would make Doug not love you no more after 20 years? Like, girl, what you done in the last 3 years? I mean, hey, I can't judge, but I'm just saying, I clearly doubted that Malaysia has dirt. Well, I don't know, hey. But anyway, that was that. So Jackie was going crazy. Oh, and she had this one confessional where she looked like straight Patti LaBelle, like the bob haircut, black leather jacket with rhinestones. Like, for a hot second, like, this other YouTuber, Ashley Miller, posted an Instagram shot of that, and I thought it was Patti LaBelle. And then, like, I read the caption was like, what's going on with Jackie's confessional look? And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I almost for a hot second thought that was Patti LaBelle. Like, no disrespect to Patti LaBelle, because Patti LaBelle's, like, I think she's the best singer of all times. That's just my opinion. Like, no need to debate or try to match records and listen. Like, to me, that's just who the best singer of all time is. But so no shade to Patti, but yeah, for a hot second, I thought that Jackie Christie was Patti LaBelle. So anyway, and the other thing I just want to talk about is the other new wife, Ed Curry's wife. Dang, I can't think of her name right now. Some with a J. I cannot even think of it right now. But she cool, but I guess she came off mean or kind of stank, because one minute she said came to Jackie's commercial just to support, but then on the other hand, she told the other girls, like, I only went because I thought y'all was gonna be there. So she did seem a little shady, but I mean, I don't think she's evil, and I think she's a mature woman, and you give people like a side hug or a hey, nice to meet you hug, but you don't be running up to nobody like, hey girl, like y'all best of friends if you not. So that other young new girl from Bad Girls Club was like, oh, I feel like you were standoffish, you didn't hug me. And she was like, I hug my friends. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, I've been known to be standoffish because I'm not really that huggy, kissy type and lay your head on my shoulder and sit on each other's girls' laps and stuff type chick myself. So, I mean, I guess people can think that's standoffish, but I mean, come on now. We in America. We in a place where we love, like, space. Like, give me 5